Hello everybody and welcome to your Monster Train morning commute. It's 2:08 p.m. It's still morning to me. Time has lost meaning ever since my contract ended, so now I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. But let's see what we can do. So we got Umbra and we got Awoken with Restore, and Friendly Units get Heartless, which makes it useless. Okay, at least we know what we're removing nice and fast. The bonus here though is that we got Primordium, and Primordium's interesting. I really like this guy. So, money bags. Double the amount of money earned. You get less cards per turn, and all friendly units get Heartless. Not great, but judging off of the number of points we got here at the top, there is a line. There's a means to an end here. However, we get very quickly close to that 30,000 point mark, like the 39,000 point mark, and that's kind of where it's like it starts to get sketchy as to whether or not you win. We actually have our first loss just past the 100 point mark. So, we got maybe our work cut out for us. Now, we're not allowed to heal, but we are allowed to gain max HP, if I remember correctly. Oh, it's dailies and then something else. I keep not reading the first important piece of information that there is. I'm very stupid sometimes. Anyway, let's see what we got here. X-House cards get X plus 3. That's really good. Most units enter with damage shield 1. That allows them to stop being swept, which is, I mean, it's important. I still think that the first Hell Pact has probably the most play. It is singularly powerful, so we're going to go ahead and give that a shot. Okay, here's an interesting one. If you have the option of making your guy extremely strong, or making them tanky, but giving them also a bunch of different status effects, including, I don't know, multi-strike and stuff, I do think that Superfood is really good. Particularly because the more you upgrade it, the more it can start adding damage shield, which is a great way to bypass Heartless, really. I'm going to go ahead and try Superfood rather than Aggressive. I like Aggressive, but I don't think that Awoken's necessarily the place where we want to make it work. Bonus here. We got, you know, they're stronger. What else were we going to do, right? So, no matter how I cut this, Train Steward will die. So what I'll do is I'll set up like this instead, and have this boy set up on the top floor, I guess. Go Primordium. Okay. Here's what we have to do to be able to pull this one off. But he's alive. This is great news. Now, our Primordium's about to die, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and give him a slight boost to his attack power as well. If you could have one of these and just not die, that would be excellent. Restore is useless, so whatever. Okay. Boy's big. Not big enough. I'm going to go ahead and help that out a tiny bit if at all possible. But 126 is just a little bit shy of what we wanted. So, it's a bit of a shame. But that's okay. We'll get him on the second floor, or not, never mind. We'll get him on the third floor, then, I suppose. That was poopy. I tried to get really aggressive and set up on the bottom floor, get that extra 10%, and we lost more than I would have liked as a result. So, Perilous Production is a good spell. It is. We're not drawing enough cards for me to be happy, but out of all the things I see here, that one makes me the happiest. So we're going to go ahead and pick that up. Then, out of these, we can apply Region 5 to our Primordium, which then applies it in multiple instances to our other friend here, which is really good. Or we can apply Razor Sharp Edge, effectively giving them, you know, a pretty sick boost to their damage every single turn, which is not bad either. But I think that Wildwood Sap has a little bit more application. Now, here's where things get interesting. We have an early Overgorger and a Primordium. Overgorger is exceptionally strong in the right circumstances, and he can be fed to be an absolute monster. Animus of Will, on the other hand, already has multi-strike baseline, and access to the Primordium gives her a lot of damage. I think that the Overgorger is slightly better off here, just because of the fact that that damage bonus starts now, like immediately, and that makes it extremely powerful. So we're going to go down the unit route just to see if we can really boost what we got going on here. We're not going to really be able to make good use of any of these, sadly. So we're going to go ahead and take the double money. And then what? Large stone is an idea, but it's a bad one. I would rather actually have a little bit more HP on the guy, just to keep him alive on the first turn, and multi-strike, or give him a strength stone, so that way he's got attacking, you know, on the first turn, and multi-strike, so that way he can actually do some damage. But multi-strike is absolutely key. And I'm not sure which one's more important, the HP or the damage for right now. I think that for our case right now, the HP is slightly more useful in the long run. We'll reroll, see if we get lucky with multi-strike. We did not. With that in mind, then we'll purge. And the most useless card of the deck is Restore. I mean, more so than the Train Stewards, more so than everything else. Restore literally does nothing for us. And so we will leave it alone. Alright, battle. I have a feeling that we should have probably gone the other route, but that's okay. Spikes 3. It's not great, but we can work with it for now. Do you have to have haste? So. Okay. Right, Wildwood Sap doesn't heal. You know, there are just some times where you're an absolute moron, right? Well, this is one of those times where I forgot that Wildwood Sap can't possibly help us. Can I call you back, please? In the middle of a recording. So. Get bigger. Might as well rage up, dude. Big sadness. How are we doing now? Could you plink literally anything else? So, yeah, the Ember Drain kind of messed this up there. This will hurt. This will hurt a lot. Okay, cool. Well, this is gonna suck. We really badly bungled this. We forgot that all of our creatures have Heartless, and here I am saying, oh, like, you know, we'll be able to heal them up now. We don't have heals here, so this is literally useless. Packed Morsels, it's fine, but we skip. Out of these, Glimmer's useless. Sharpen has some play at least by adding spikes. But honestly, we skip. And now at this point, in order to kind of course correct for this one, we have to go down every route that allows us to remove cards repeatedly. So we're going to go down this route. Gaining an extra energy is not the worst thing on the planet. It doesn't really do much else, but it's a good goalie. Multi-strike, bingo, that's what I want. Upgrade unit to have +10. Look. You give her +10, she's hitting for 25, that's actually respectable. We'll reroll, see if we get lucky. We did not, that's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to remove cards. Wildwood Sap, I'm sorry. You're actually useless. Restore, I'm sorry, you're actually useless. We've aggressively gotten rid of a lot of cards in our deck right now, which is great news, but, you know how it is. Yeah, I think we go for that for right now. She's taking enough that she should be able to handle herself. Okay. The chance to get upgraded versions of Calcified Ember later is neat, but I think it's actually an easy way to die right now. We draw so few cards that I want to make sure that my deck is as thin as often as possible, as long as possible. We don't really have any other options. Now, the good news is we got what we need. We got what we need. I was gonna say, do you have any room? Okay. I think we Steel Enhance to this guy. Although we probably should have Steel Enhance to the Primordium, now that I think about it. We're gonna Prismatic Dust as hard as we possibly can here. Keep Steel Enhancing him. Like, kind of a bit of an oof, sadly. This one's just going to get to the top, and you're going to make it too, unless if I do this. This now is not the time. And feasting here does nothing. Like, there's no sense in playing any of the cards I had, so that's, This is a spooky moment right now. Here, absolutely. At least we got rid of the bomb. That's nice. Okay, I'm gonna set you up down here. Just get this guy to survive as much as possible. Do we have you? We do. Okay, cool. So the game ended. At least we made it. But our Overgorger could obviously use a little bit of help, a little bit more feeding, a little bit more time spent being fed would be nice. Trample would not hurt. We will take the Umbra Stone. I think the Trample can be exceptionally helpful. Vine Mama here is not bad. It's another goalie, effectively, and maybe even a better one than I'm giving it credit for, especially considering what could be going on right now. But like Vine Mama is somebody just stuff out on the floor and it's fine, and I'm okay with this. Give me size out of all these. I love card draw, but a little bit of size is going to help us go a long way, I think. And do we need to continue to aggressively remove cards? Yeah. Yeah, we do. If we're going to go ahead and go down this route, aggressive removal of cards is important. You guys are literally useless. You can't regenerate to save your lives. So what do I do here? Train Steward, remove, and then Train Steward, remove. Duplication, however. What would I want to duplicate out of all of these? Tough call. I could have a second Overgorger, but it doesn't really need help at all. Let's hold off on this for a minute. Dark Forge. So we go for aggressive, or we go for the one that adds damage shield. At this point, I'm actually gonna go for the aggressive edible as our second, as our switch hit right now, as that extra 7 damage per time that he gets eaten is really nice. But the damage shield is nice too. You only have 14 on 2. This will buff him up faster than pretty much anything else, and I'm okay with that. Do I want to double anything? Look, there's several things I would happily double. I think that the number one thing that makes good sense, however, is Prismal Dust, since it applies just so much damage shield. Let's go for it. Random artifact, and you got multi-strike? See if I care, dude. See if I care. Okay, Primordium and Vine Mama. Not the greatest combination. You'll die, and then you'll die. That's not... That's a bad draw is what that is. Okay, cool. There we go, that's a slightly better draw. Maybe get lucky? Nope. Alrighty. Okay, apply this here. This up here, by the way, stinks. It's out of my deck. Apply 3 damage shields here. That really hurt. I'm not gonna lie about that one. Thank goodness. Okay. This could be going a lot worse, but not by much, huh? Give me a little dude to eat, please. Thank you. Nuts. Look, we're killing him. That's what matters. Don't worry about it. You took your sweet time. Alright, you show up here. You get bigger. Alright, try to plink down here. Did not quite work. And then he'll slap us into the next millennium with a thing. That's fine. Then. You're kidding. Oh, that hurts. That wounds me. Blink hit neither of them, huh? That wounds. The good news is like we have enough stings in the deck now that doesn't matter. Okay, cool. When you play the third card of the turn, draw one. Nice. Nice. Prism Retrieval actually does do stuff now, which I'm quite pleased with, no matter how much energy we got, and I'm happy about that. You got heal, you got heal, you got... Just, the Awoken cards in this situation are terrible. We don't need creature upgrades, although the artifacts could be nice. I'm going to go down this route to upgrade our creatures. Our spells, sorry. Having a doubled shield here is pretty sick. Upgrade spell with 10 magic power, Plink, 100%. What do I want to reduce the cost of something by? Umbra Stone. Absolutely. Reroll. What do I get new? Upgrade a spell to remove consume. Yo, I can just apply... Yeah. 100%. Then make a spell cost 1 less. Make an Umbra Stone cost free. Then I'd like to purge a card. Tee-hee-hee-hee-hee. Okay. We need more card draws. Currently my my secret wish. Okay. Coins? Cool. When a card with consume is played, deal 30 damage to the front enemy unit. That's actually sick. We are playing this terribly. We are not going to get a good score, and there's a very good chance we straight up die if we don't set up properly, which against this lady is incredibly likely. Blinking furiously. Alright. Immediately set that up. You have armor a million. Excellent news. Okay. Cool beans. Alright, so we're starting to relearn how to play this game. Is currently how I'm looking at this, and it's working-ish. This doesn't help at all. Right. Cool. We dealt some damage. Cool. You 20 now. So cool, you're dead. That's all I want. We might as well plink here. On the off chance we can go ahead and chomp on somebody else. We might as well go ahead and give you this, so that way you... I don't know. Brief respite, huh? Yeah, it was very helpful. Thanks, game. Sure, dude. Look. This works. Got one. Alright, that matters. Okay, so we got Stealth Person on the second floor because we have damage shield 1,000,000. That's good news. We need more damage now. Like anything. Ember Cash is excellent for us now, actually. And 3 are uncommon or rare or more sinister. Hand me the Ember Cash. Why do you even bother, game? Don't get me wrong, the extra card draw is good. It's good. Okay, so right now we're in a situation where either we win or we lose. And it's not going to be based off of whether or not we can duplicate a card. So I'm going to go ahead and go down this route, which might look spooky, but like... HP isn't the first thing I need to be worried about, eh? Chain of Gems here is actually stellar. And then I'm going to reroll and see if we get anything particularly nasty, which we don't. Not really. Random Umbra, Stygian, or Melting. Consumable card. Keep that in mind. Packed Morsels. It would allow us to feed our Overgorger just a little bit more, and he could use the food. Sure, dude. Hand it over. Oh, it's still allowing us to skip that. Cool. Well, at least we got $20 out of it. That's something. Alright, let's see what we can do against Fel. We win or we lose. We're going to have to play to survive here rather than for points. So if we have to set up on the top floor rather than the bottom floor, then hey, it's what we got to do. That is a brutal start. I hate that very much. Should have done that the other way around. Oh, here we go. That's a big win, actually. Hurts. But this now exists. This now exists. This now exists. Yeah. No. We're gonna be able to start taking out stuff on the second floor relatively repeatedly. However, we have to spend all of our mana doing this and then this and then crying ourselves to sleep. You might as well feast on him, dude. Sadly, we're gonna take 3 damage off that, and there's nothing we can really do about that because we had to set up on the second floor. So this packed morsels gets the ability to slap all 3 of them down on this floor, which is actually excellent news. Maybe we get lucky. We did not. Sadness. Maybe Plank gets us lucky. No, it did not. That's fine. Hand me some of this Prismal Dust. And then Sting a boy down here, because you can't. And this is going to hurt. Yep, there goes all my mana. Thank God. Here, you can take that to the face, why don't you? Prismal Dust, dude. Maybe we got lucky? We did get lucky. What a time to be alive. Yeah, there goes all my mana again. Alright, but we do have Perils of Production to help with that mana deficiency. You might as well get in behind, dude. Do a little extra damage while we're at it. And apply damage shield 6. Final wave. I think we can make it through this. Wow. Blink. Nicely done. Cute. Okay. Toss that up there. You got the extra mana, toss that up there. You might as well feast on this now. Sadly, there's nothing else to put Sting onto that matters. Okay. Do we have enough damage shields to make it through Fel and kill her? The answer is yes, but just. And I'm okay with but just being added as an addendum to this. Although the 21 damage shields certainly help. Okay. There's a vein here with an invulnerable superstar of a creature that I wish I could, like, actually get working. Shroud of Mitosis could be really handy. Forever Consumed is just a very powerful card here. Quick would allow us to, you know, actually kill things before they have a chance to hurt us, which would be good most of the time. And it's a Consume card, which we can actually make good use of. Forever Consumed is effectively 90 damage even at the worst of times, which is excellent news for us. And Shroud of Mitosis can be a big deal, but we don't have the right morsels to make it magical. So what do I do? Do I go for the big damage, or do I go for the quick fix? I think, for the sake of my sanity, we're going to go for the quick fix, because otherwise we're going to get overwhelmed and killed. Give me extra draw cards while we're at it. This is very spooky. I think that spells-wise, we're okay. What I really want to see is a doubled Gorge trigger. Yeah. Abandoned Umbra is fantastic for us. Second time you summon a unit, get 3 energy. That's pretty big. Rerolled, see if we get lucky. Sting spells get extra power. I like that too. Do I want to purge anything? The shit Plink would be a good thing to purge. So we're out of money. But I think it's well worth it for our survival at the very least. Upgrade units get plus 25. Friendly units get plus 10 and Heartless. Plus 10 and Heartless. Wow, that was hard. Now, that cost us some Pyre HP, to be fair. But that does mean that our Primordium is already adding 20 HP to whoever he's being eaten by. I think we have to go for the aggressive edible here. Adding an additional 10 damage per multi-strike hit right now is pretty nutter butters. And additional points is 800, huh? Armor 20, though. Can we kill the first floor? It is possible. It is very possible. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Perils of Production. Purple Dust. And, yeah, our boy's going to start looking real fine in a minute. There's that. Cast this because you can. Sting because you can. Beast. And sadly, that's the end of that road. Cool. We made it. Give me more damage as well. Thank you. Okay. Oh, and definitely both of these on him. Now, up here, you look like you're in danger, but not for much longer. We're about to get this person out there, and she's going to be real strong now. Might as well sting you, because you're free to sting. We've got the space up here to feed you a little bit, so we might as well, and we might as well Prismal Dust this guy just to keep him up and running. Okay. The Overgorger can be told how to work here. Also, you're now quick. Nicely done. We got another one here. Might as well feast on them right away. Sting for fun, and then Prismal Dust just to get that extra little bit of damage out there. And the 33 just insano levels of everything going on. I appreciate the extra energy here, so we're going to go ahead and use that. Excavated Ember. Might as well sting again, and then Prismal Dust for 53 damage shield on this boy. That's an impressive amount of damage shield. I'm not sure if you noticed. I was gonna say if that landed appropriately, that would have been nice. No dice though. I can't quite get to the guy in the back, but doesn't matter. Beast. All right, cool. That's the end of that. We just hit too hard for that little guy in the back to be able to make the difference there with the multi-strike, so I'm okay with that. No spot removal almost hurt us, but it ended up being okay. Grovel could be handy, in the sense that it allows to give a damage shield and add a bunch of rare and uncommon morsels to our hand, so I'll take it, but then these are just all a waste of time. Drawing an extra card per turn actually would have been useful, never mind. Okay, I think we go left side, we pick up the doubled money, we pick up the Pyre Remains, and we go and take a look at our spells. Removing Consume off of something could be extremely handy, but what, specifically, would be the handiest? Packed Morsels would be extremely handy to have multiple times in a game, just to keep feeding people. Ember Cash to just allow for more card draw nonsense. And I think that one takes the cake. We're also going to make it cost nothing. Then, Magic Power. Yeah, dude, just keep Magic Powering your way through things, okay? Magic Power again. Very good. Let's make Grovel cost what? And then Permafrost. Look, there's a couple of options for Permafrost. But maybe Perils of Production? Like, I honestly don't think we need it. Let's move on to the Merchant of Trinkets. Draw 1. Like, I think we can do this right now. I think we have what it takes. Let's save our money, spend, like, put that towards points, and see what we can do. Friendly units enter with Sap 3. That's pretty brutal. That's pretty brutal, but we can probably set up. Okay. So how do we set this one up? Get our goalie up and running. Thank you. And I think we wait for the packed morsels to be useful another time. Okay. Get out the Vine Mama. You. Duty Perils Production here just to get the second kill. Sure. Okay. Boom. Our bottom floor is stacked. The dude is getting 22 damage shields per eat, which is great. I mean, I guess we might as well play the Train Steward someplace. Give him Trample as well. Our boy is solid right now. Between quick and everything else, he's got his floor covered. That said, The more of these morsels we can feed into him, the better. Cool. I think we got the whole setup, so this literally does nothing. The deck is steadying itself down now at this point. Miles will feast on you while we're here, and then, yeah, there we go. 72 damage shield. I think we've got Seraph on the first floor. If I had to just hazard a guess. Oh, baby. I mean, like, absolutely unnecessary, but pretty great, thanks. Let's keep applying stuff here. Toss those out. Packed morsels is absolutely unnecessary right now. Waves remaining. It's the last one, allegedly. We're drawing a lot of cards. I want to make this abundantly clear. We are drawing a lot of cards. Like a whole lot of cards. Okay, 105 damage shield. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, first things first. Growl. Like, you're already dead, Seraph, but at this point, I just want to have a little bit of fun. You know what I mean? It's not much, sadly. Since we're unable to really do that much with it. But, yeah, no, you're very, very dead. And we do kill you on the first floor. At least the Overgorger got there. So, what did we learn? We learned that we are morons because we forgot we couldn't be healed. We spent the first chunk of our run going, oh yeah, well, would sap would be great. Under normal circumstances, it would have been awesome. Okay? Being able to apply regen 5, 4, and 3 to both of them, and having it stack repeatedly on the front one would have meant he was uber tanky. Not to mention everything else. It would have been totally fine. But in this case, we're seeing a 4,200, which means that we're sitting just above the 60-person mark. Like, we're not in a bad spot, okay? This is a good spot, and I'm first amongst all my friends. But let's take a look at what the top person did, because 52,000 is quite a bit stronger. So they went for pure aggressive. They found a Husk Hermit with lots of tank, and then they thinned their deck down to the point where Excavated Ember was all that they needed. And then every turn was just forever consumed. I'll forever consume you for 6. The Husk Hermit at this point was able to tank whatever, because the Excavated Embers, 2 of them could be just... Okay, so I see what you did. So you had 2 of the Excavated Embers that just... You allowed you to draw every turn, which allowed you to do a forever consumed ad nauseum. I'm pretty sure that's how that one worked. Yeah. Yeah, it's literally an infinite combo. The Primordium didn't even matter. Neither did the Husk Hermit. At a certain point, you excavated Ember, excavated Ember, excavated Ember, forever consumed, excavated Ember, forever consumed, excavated Ember, and that to the point where the only things you drew were excavated Embers and forever consumed over and over and over and over and over and over again. The Husk Hermit would eventually just become this absolute monster because have you seen what the aggressive edible becomes if you give them the time? Our deck was far more complicated in the sense that we spent all this time trying to like remove some cards, and we added cards, and we did all this other stuff, and we had this cool combo going on where, based off of a variety of different things, very specifically the Primordium getting stuff, then the Overgorger being able to benefit from it, and like, it's not a bad deck, but we got thrashed at certain points. The Protectors of the Eclipse absolutely messed this up. We had to take a bunch of damage on other places. We didn't get any third turn boss kills. We didn't kill anybody really early. is another thing. So we took damage. We played sloppy in certain situations. The fact that we got up to 42,000 points is a testament to how strong the run actually was. In terms of the cards and everything like that. We still had a Train Steward in our deck. That's not great. But all things considered, it worked out okay. And we got to use the Wilting Sapwood in a way that I thought was interesting and fun. Prism Retrieval actually did its job the vast majority of the time, which is also a good thing. Like, we needed somebody, boom, we had him. That was quite good. Like, we got our creatures out very, very quickly. We made good use of the first Hell Pact, I feel, between all the Prismal Dusts that we had access to. And the quick helped to keep our Overgorger just ripping and tearing through everything. And by the end of it, I mean, look at this guy. He was an absolute beast. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. If you did, be sure to let me know. And I'll see you folks in the next one. It's a good one.